Welcome along, everybody. So good to have you with us.
These guys, they've been drinking or something.
Barely.
Come on, Kate.
Really not.
What are you doing?
She's got a bougie.
Let's go. We have a show now. Let's go.
We're Beckham and friends now.
There's people
You're acting up.
Speaking of Beckham and friends, I'm always like that. You know I'm always like that. Speaking of Beckham friends, they are in the room.
Wow.
Can we say hi to our new friends? David Beckham's over here.
Come on down.
Goodness.
Now you get to join us. Jamie was just talking about your dancing. Incredible, Micah, didn't it?
No. Show me his dance, you know. Final, we'll go again.
The double move.
Who won? Let me see.
Oh, you didn't see this, did you?
No.
My biggest hope was, you'll see, hang on
I can't
a second.
see it.
Can we put it up there?
We have to put it for everybody.
My biggest hope was that Tom would teach Jamie how to moonwalk. That's what I was hoping.
Oh, can you moonwalk?
Can you move?
Yes, he can. Yes, he can.
You can moonwalk?
Are we going to talk
Jamie,
We got the perfect floor for you in here.
Jamie, earth walk.
about... Okay, fair enough.
What's the difference?
It's the perfect surface. I know you can handle this. Come on.
I mean, I can. I mean, we could talk about my moonwalking, or we could talk about the fact that Arsenal are in the Champions League final.
Oh, someone with sense. Please, can we?
He's trying to get a fist bump.
Oh, my bad. We waited for... Sorry, go
When
on.
we were talking to Lucien about why he's an Arsenal fan, he said it's because of his dad. Can we give Lucien's dad a shout from Thierry Henry? Yeah. What's his name? Eugene.
Eugene, you know your stuff. We're in the final.
Have you guys got tickets for the final?
Well, not yet.
Work in progress.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Okay.
Yes.
So CBS can sort that out. Or
Yeah, speak
Thierry
to
Henry.
that man, Pete Radovich over there. Speak to him. He'll sort you out.
I tell you what.
Why are you not showing Pete? I don't understand. Oh, okay.
Tickets to the final, I'll be moonwalking over there.
I mean, Pete, can we do a deal? I mean, if he does the moonwalk now on live TV, has he got a ticket?
You got a ticket.
Pete, there you go, Pete.
You're going to show me.
Where are we doing this?
Gilbert, give us some tunes. Gilbert, come on.
Yes, sir.
Give us some tunes.
It is a pretty slidey.
We got some Michael.
floor.
Which way? Because
We're going to go this way.
He's teaching me.
Here we go.
Okay, here we
Can we
go.
hear this in here?
Is that it?
Is that it? I'm doing that.
That's not
Hey, you need some WD-40 on that. He looks like a
I said to you, the
I get a ticket
guy
as well.
walks.
Honest to God.
It's on the moonwalk.
They're telling me.
Lucien,
Go on, Lucien.
Listen, I can bust a move.
Yeah, go bust a move down.
Where's the proper...
Show us your move, Lucy. What you got for it? Hey.
We'll do it together. We'll moonwalk together. Come on, this way.
We need to get him
Here
what's
we
his
go, ready?
party trick. He's got his ticket. He's got his ticket now. Oh, wow.
Yes.
Have they both got tickets or
Ladies and gentlemen, they just killed the floor.
Can we do a Jamie and Micah side-by-side comparison now?
No, I can't moonwalk. I'm too heavy for that.
No more.
I think we just got tickets to the Champions League final.
That's 2 tickets, Pete. Is that confirmed?
Good, yeah.
Yes.
Hey,
Congrats.
the problem is y'all gonna be up in the nosebleeds.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
We'll be there. We'll be there when history gets made.
Do you know who else you're bringing? Who are your friends for the final? Do we know yet? Is it? I don't know. Is it secret?
Wait and see.
Exactly.
Right.
Ooh, secretive.
Okay. Any requests, Micah?
No requests.
No?
As long as I get a seat there, I'll be happy.
Do you know, last time in the final, Tom Cruise gave Micah some acting classes and just helped him kind
That was
of
phenomenal.
tap into his emotions, into the deeper levels of Micah Richards.
They made me lose weight.
Did they?
Yeah, that's what started it.
Well, you cried.
he stopped drinking.
That was good.
I didn't cry, did I?
Well, you almost
I
cried.
was sad.
Can you cry on cue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you?
That's quite a skill.
Takes a second.
Not in a mood like this, you couldn't.
Wow.
If you cry now, you go in the box.
Bring it on. Everyone's looking at me like,
Yeah, you're like gonna do it.
Why do you cry?
To be fair, his eyes are watering.
Oh, God.
Just think of that North London Forever
Walker.
chorus, yeah.
You like that one?
We are so grateful for you guys for coming through.
Thank you for
Really,
having
really,
us,
really
truly.
thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Really, it's
Thank you.
Any moonwalk?
Thank you.
We appreciate you.
You can moonwalk.
No, no, I
I've
can't.
seen you move. Yes, you can.
No, no, I cannot. I cannot.
Yes, you can.
I'll pull my hamstring.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. The Arsenal.
The Arsenal.
Please.
Come on, Champions League final, first time in 20 years. The last time it happened, you were playing, Thierry.
Yes, and
Captain, actually.
you know what I have to say? I've been impressed with the whole game, the way they went about it. How Mikel Arteta was brave with the starting lineup. He went with Ben White, he went with Calafiori, he went with Miles Lewis-Kelly, he went with Bukayo Saka. Although he knew that those guys.
Win a semi-final, normally that's at a neutral ground. There's something about. I've been in that position a couple of times with the second legs at your ground, and if you can win it, that moment with players and fans, and when you see that connection, and they're nights that those supporters will never forget. That night, and they want more of those to come and make it a regular thing of getting to the Champions League. But I love that, and it almost makes me jealous that it's not my own team. When you see that connection, the faces of supporters, what they go through, that's why you support your team home and away. You know, good or bad, it's for moments like that. And that's what makes sort of, you know, the big teams and they win things. Sometimes you're very fortunate to be at a club or support a club that do contest the biggest trophies, and you can have moments like that because they are very, very rare. So make sure they enjoy it tonight. The Gunners, you know, one of the great nights at Arsenal's stadium, and as I said, as Thierry's mentioned, you know, they'll see if they can get over the line. It won't be easy, but those nights at your home stadium are things to remember.
I think we've got a shot we can show you, actually, of the fans leaving the ground. I'm sure the pubs in North London. Well, is it too late for a pub in England?
No, the pubs will be open all night tonight. Don't you worry about that.
They're going to open them in and around the area.
A stay behind.
there we
No,
go.
a lock-in.
No, we call it a stay behind.
Well, that must be Liverpool, not in London.
Well, we do things different in Liverpool. We call it a stay behind.
London's the capital, mate.
What's it called in America?
I don't know.
What's it called when you're supposed to close your pub but you all carry on drinking?
A lock-in.
In America, we call it a stay
I don't
behind.
know. That's what. Is there an American in there who can tell us what's it called?
Bars don't close in America.
Well, don't you ever do a lock-in, no?
Not a big drinker, no. I don't think I've been to a bar in America.
If I was an Arsenal supporter there, I wouldn't be getting in till 4 or 5 in the
Can we
morning.
address that? You've not been to a bar in America. Who do you think you are?
I don't think. When have I ever been to a bar in America? I don't think I have.
Wow.
No. No, not a big drinker. So what would I do in a bar? Be lost, wouldn't I?
Clint,
Look
you've
all
been
out
to
of
one,
place.
haven't you?
Clint
Yeah,
has.
I've been to a few, but I've never closed one down. Or had to stay behind or a lock-in or whatever you
Never
call
had to
it.
stay behind.
Nah,
haven't you?
I was
Me,
never
you-
really...
Wait, when was the last time you had one?
On the Orient Express. I was last in the bar. That's a night to stay out and have a good few bevies.
Yes, it is.
That's the night where you'd have a few bevies, and when you get home at 3 or 4 in the morning, your wife can't say nothing because Arsenal have got to the Champions League. They can't say nothing. You're allowed. Tonight is the night, guys.
Or your
Make
husband,
sure.
whichever way, that
okay.
works.
Moving on swiftly.
No, like, it could be women. I'm not
Whoa,
even getting into it. I'm just, never mind.
Take us to a break, Kate.
Thanks for that one.
Flowers on that.
Guys and girls, just go out and have a bevy. That's what we're saying.
Yes, exactly that. Thank you,
And you
James.
don't need to come home.
Anyway, we'll be back in a minute. We're going to go to a break. We'll bring you highlights, analysis, interviews. Let's see who we can talk to at the Emirates as well. We'll be back in just a second. Welcome back, everybody. Here was the reaction at Beckham and Friends studio when the Arsenal... Was this when the goal went in? Yes, it was, the Bukayo Saka goal. And now full-time scenes, two Gooners who now apparently have tickets to the Champions League final. They didn't see that one coming, did they? Lucien Daviscount, Tom Hiddleston. So good to have them with us tonight. Thierry, talk to us about the game as a whole. How do you reflect on the Arsenal win?
Again, first and foremost, how brave Mikel Arteta was in his choice in the starting lineup. Usually, sometimes he goes into, 4 centre-back at the back. He went with Ben White, he went with Calafiori, he went with Miles Lewis-Kelly, he went with Bukayo Saka. We knew Bukayo Saka couldn't pass an hour. Miles Lewis-Kelly, we knew in that type of game he might have some issues physically, especially playing that game at the weekend. Then after we know what he did, after to secure the game, it was 1-0. Bukayo Saka, scored that goal. But I have to give a lot of credit to the usual guys. Saliba was good, Gabriel was good. Declan Rice, obviously, we saw that he got man of the match, but I have to give Gyökeres a lot of credit. What he did, the way they use him right now, they play to his strength. He goes into the channel early, he held the ball, he was putting pressure on everything and anything on the field. Was it like, it was almost like Jamie will say that, and it's almost like it was what you usually see normally in a semi-final of the Champions League. What we witnessed last week was just outstanding and crazy and so good to watch. But we did the job in a normal way, professional job. You go and get a draw at a place, you come back to your place and you win it. Yes, deflected shot, saved by the goalkeeper, but you were there. Some good defensive moment from Arsenal, difficult to beat. One thing that I will say that the game at one point, you're looking at it and you're like, okay, after I think 65 minutes, you have Lookman, Griezmann, Julian Alvarez on the bench, Bukayo Saka also on the bench. So you know when you arrive in this type of moment at the end of the season, a lot of players play through injury. I think Julian Alvarez maybe was on 2 feet. We know Bukayo Saka also was on 2 feet. But this is why I would love to see if we can speak to Bukayo, because I want him to explain to people that being a footballer is not so much always about the glamorous time. It's been questioned all season. Can he be the guy? Is he not the guy? Is he the star boy? Is he not the star boy? Who's better than him or not better than him? Today he had to play with barely training. I know he's suffering with his Achilles tendon. He came back. I spoke to him and he came back. He was like, I got to be on the pitch. I got to be on the pitch against Fulham. I have to be. It's do or die. So you have to give those guys a lot of credit. And sometimes we take it for granted. We all played through injuries, right? We all played with moments where you're not 100%. And those guys had to do it, deliver it for the, in bracket, Arsenal nation. And you could see that Atlético at that particular moment after that Griezmann went on the bench, and then Julian Alvarez also went on the bench, that quality was missing. You can see that Soloff didn't have his usual companion to be able to play him through or support him, and that was better for us, obviously. But overall, it was a professional performance from Arsenal. And let's see what we, not me playing, obviously, but what we can do in a final.
Ooh, Titi, speaking so positively, I love it.
No, it's like I said, you at one point, you have to, you know, I'm old school. Show me what you can do and I will say it. Mm-hmm. If you're not showing it to me, I'm not going to lie here and not be honest about it. If you're not playing well, I will say you're not playing well. For a very long time, for example, if I take the example of Gyökeres, the jury was out on him. It's not a bad thing. Embrace it, try to prove people wrong. Tonight he did, not only tonight. In the last month, I will give him his credit. Mm-hmm. He's running, he looks solid, he looks a bit more like a number 9 that you can be scared of. But what I like also is the way that now they look for him early. Yeah. You know, play to the strength of the guy, because if not, I'm going to see his weaknesses instead of seeing his strong points. And now, because of the way they utilize him, I can see what he's good at and what he's not good at. You understand what I'm saying? It's a difference. Then the guy feels more comfortable to make the run where he's going to excel, and not going to see his weakness. I just think that fair play to Mikel Arteta. He came up with a plan. He decided to go strong at the beginning, kill the game after.
Take a look at the highlights, everybody. Let's go through this. Micah, I think you're going to jump in first.
Yeah? He gambles that the ball's going to go. The two defenders think the same thing as a defender.
You know who I really like, though? David Raya. He's been absolutely outstanding.
What a transition that was, Micah. Surprisingly, David Raya is with over there. Smooth, wasn't it?
Can we just, before we begin this, can I just congratulate you, Thierry? Unbelievable, your team is in the final. And I get everything you said before about having sat there, you know, year after year, listening to Micah about Man City, Jamie about Liverpool. Congratulations, I am so happy for you.
Thank you, Uncle Pete.
By the way.
Thank you, Uncle Pete.
We haven't had to listen to you, though, have
Uncle
we, Pete, about Man United?
No, hey, that's next year, Jim. We'll take it next year. Let's focus on this young man here. What I mean, seriously, what a season you're having, by the way. I actually was on a program on Sunday saying that you are for my Premier League Player of the Year.
Thank you.
I've said it to you before. Yep. I think you've been unbelievable all the way throughout this season. You've saved your team time and time again, and now you're in a Champions League final. Just take me through that. How are you about that?
No, obviously it's a dream come true, especially not just me, the whole team, the way we did it this season without losing a game and not conceding that many goals. So it's a remarkable achievement from everyone and for the club.
Yeah, it's your stats are incredible. 13 games in this Champions League, 9 clean sheets. That's unbelievable. That just tells you how big an impact you have had on this. How difficult was this game for you and the team today?
I think obviously playing against Atlético Madrid, we know it's going to be very, very tough. I thought the first half was incredible from our side. Nicking the goal right at the end of the first half, but I think we deserved it. Obviously, second half they were going to come at us. I think we managed the game very, very well. When we had to play, we played, and then we had to go long. We did, and credit to Victor that he fights a lot in those situations, and he won a lot of duels. So that helped us to manage the game. We didn't give that many chances. I think they had two shots on target with it was quite easy saves, and that's just credit to everyone, not just me or not just the back four, is the whole team.
David, could I ask you about a club that you used to play for 12 years ago at Southport, one of my local clubs, and you're now in a Champions League final. What a journey, and you've been absolutely fantastic since joining Arsenal. I think you made a huge difference to the team as well in terms of where they are, in terms of going for the Premier League now and on the verge of a Champions League also.
Thank you, Jamie. No, it's a long journey. Looking back to those days at Southport, 2014, is incredible. I'm really, really proud of myself for the way I've did my career and reaching the Champions League final after all those years and hard work. I'm very, very proud of myself, and I cannot be more grateful, to be fair.
Well, everybody at Hague Avenue is very proud of you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
David, soy Titi, enhorabuena.
Muchas gracias.
We're going to carry on in English. Sorry. Listen, first and foremost, before I ask you the question, I want to make a statement here. And I will second what Uncle Pete said. Because if you were not our goalkeeper, this season, I think there is a battle with Declan Rice. We're going to have to be honest. But what you did every single game this season is outstanding. And yes, I know we cannot put points on the goalkeeper sometime on winning the game. You can only make sure that our team cannot lose the game. So you've been outstanding. And I think it's not easy to be in a discussion of Player of the Year being a goalkeeper. So I think you should be in that discussion. So well done. And I want to ask you something about what we don't see. So what I talk about what we don't see is myself. I put myself in it. We were questioning Gyökeres. We were questioning the leadership of Bukayo Saka. We were questioning the leadership of Odegaard. And sometimes you have to be honest because we couldn't see it. How did you guys, manage to stay where you're supposed to stay to be able to compete all the way? How did you manage that?
I think through togetherness. I always said that this club is more than a club, is a family, and we have each other's back. And when someone doesn't have a good day, another one is making for that. So I think that togetherness and that willingness to help each other, that gave us where we are right now. And I think you can see on the pitch, like everybody's fighting for everyone and just make that difference at the end of the day.
We obviously we're in flash, and we've got UEFA people and the press people from Arsenal behind the camera going like this. Move on. I have one more question, because I've been here quite a lot this season and last season. I have never experienced the Emirates like it was today. Yeah. What was the atmosphere like to be for you as a player today?
Oh, it was incredible. Just at the minute that we arrived at the roundabout, it was full. I've never seen the Emirates like this before. And I think that gave us the extra motivation, extra energy to go to the game today with that fire in our bellies, to make those people happy and proud of us. And I think we certainly did. We are in the Champions League final. Now is gone. We have 3 weeks for that. So now we have our biggest opportunities now at the weekend, and we just have to be focused on ourselves to win these games.
It's been an unbelievable week for you.
Thank you.
Good win on Saturday. A good result for you yesterday. And the Champions League final. Thank you very much for doing this.
Congrats. Thank you, guys.
Well done.
Thank you, Pete.
Wow.
Clint, my friend, we barely heard from you.
Hey, I'm learning from everybody.
Are you going to put the dock again, or?
What's up? Hey, we're going to talk about how you didn't drink. I was very impressed.
Oh, very
You had a
nice.
glass passed to you, and you showed
Yeah.
restraint. So we got to see disciplined Meeks.
Yes.
Not just
like it.
physical
D-Mix.
strength, now mental strength.
Mental
D-Mix and
Earthwalker.
Earthwalk. That's the duo.
Arsenal, what are your thoughts? I know you're like a Tottenham, Fulham
It's a
type of guy,
it's
but
a bittersweet type of thing, right? Like being a Tottenham player, it's like, you see your rivals doing so well, but at the same time, it's like you're proud of the Premier League. That's the team that you played in. They're flying the flag. People talked about, is the Premier League losing its status around in Europe in terms of being the top league and what have
was
you?
that the word in America?
Well, you just kind of get that vibe from some of the games and the lack of teams, I guess, that are in the semifinal. Being normally you see more English teams, Man City, Liverpool's, and what have you. And they're flying the flag for the Premier League. You got to respect it. And like TT said, they put in a professional job. And even though it's tough to see, you got to give them credit.
I think Declan Rice was fantastic. I think he's been the best player in both these games. And even though Arsenal find themselves where they are in the Champions League and the Premier League because what they've done over 9 or 10 months, but they were definitely wobbling in the last sort of 3 or 4 weeks. And I think the last 3 games starting, or basically the last week, they've almost sorted themselves out. And I think the decision to move Declan Rice a little bit deeper from Mikel Arteta has had a huge influence on it. I thought he was really good out in Madrid. He's got the Man of the Match award tonight as well. And obviously, in between at the Premier League, it was the first time we'd seen Arsenal really play free and look at it easy. Probably going back to the Tottenham game, probably a couple of months ago, they won away at Tottenham, I think 4-1. And I think that little tactical shift of moving Declan Rice a little bit deeper, I think it's had a huge impact on Arsenal. And they are now 2 games away from winning the double of, the Champions League and the Premier League. The Champions League final, obviously, but if they beat West Ham at the weekend, they'll win the Premier League. It'll be all over. So that's how close they are right now. But you've still got to get across the line, still got to get there. But as I said, it looks a different team than what we saw probably 2 weeks ago.
High stakes, isn't it? Let's take a look at the highlights from the second half. Thierry, do you want to pick us up here wherever we jump in?
It bounces, man.
To win in the final, whoever it's up against, they'll need a little bit of luck in that game as well. That's the nature of cup competitions.
Yes, it is. OK, we're going to go to a break, everybody. We'll bring you more on the Champions League and Arsenal's progression through to the final in just a second. Look at the fans. They're all going to head somewhere or other and go and do a lock-in or a stay behind or close the bar down. As we'll be back in a minute, everybody.
Yeah, shut it down.
Welcome back, everybody. Here we are. The boys are up at the big screen, which means analysis. What have we got?
Gyökeres, we talked about it. Yes, Jamie, we all know what Declan Rice can do, and yes, he was man of the match, but what Gyökeres is doing at the moment, the connection that they have with him, they make sure that this guy now, you can see, like I mentioned before, what he's good at and not what he's not good at. As you're going to see here, that reminded me something that we saw at the weekend. As you're going to see here, roll it. You're going to see Saliba is on the ball. Look at the little run. That's an old school run from a 9. Yes, make a run. See if you can go to goal. And if that defender didn't touch the ball, that would have been a 1v1. But he's aware there. He's not greedy. He's like, okay, I'm not going to force it. Yes, I cross it. We all know what's going to happen after. But if that connection didn't happen with him and Saliba, obviously that brought the goal of Bukayo Saka, that never happens. Let me bring you back. Go on. Let me bring you back to the weekend. And straight away, it's the same thing. Hey, that scores.
Is that happening more because he's running more or they've got more confidence in him?
I think it's a confidence thing. I think it's something that maybe Mikel Arteta is asking them to do earlier, because as soon as Eze got that ball, he just controlled it and he turned straight away to the 9. He didn't look at that line, he looked at the line of the 9. And that's something that they were not doing with Gyökeres. So therefore, you're not going to see how good the guy is and what he likes to do.
Just a question for Jamie. If you were playing centre-half, who would you rather play against, Gyökeres or Havertz?
Oh, who would I rather play against? I'd probably rather play against Havertz. I'm just thinking of myself as an individual, because I think physically Gyökeres is probably a lot bigger and stronger than me in situations like that. But when I was actually looking at the run then, and this is something I'm not a coach, the only person that coaches me, son, but he plays my position. And as soon as you let a striker get in here...
Between the two, yeah.
So if you always have to be goal side. So as soon as the striker gets this side of you... Now, for instance, when I was playing, nearly every striker I played against was quicker than me.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why they play strikers, they're quick. So you've always got to be there. You've always got to be that side. It's like a discipline. You never let the striker get there.
But why would you say you've always got to be that? So we got taught as kids we always go ball side as a defender. But what's the reason you go ball side as a defender?
Well, you'll get there first. And also, if let's say, for instance, you're Gyökeres and I'm the defender, as soon as that ball goes there, you're going to beat me to it. But if I'm here, and the ball gets played, yes, I might get there, but don't forget you're quicker than me. Me, as that ball's getting played, I'm already doing that. I used to always do that. I can read where the ball's going to go, and as soon as it happens, I'm doing that one. So I'm stopping you starting your run and almost giving myself a head start.
Understood.
Yeah.
And then we're going to talk about what Gyökeres is very good at. And we talked about Brian Brobby for Sunderland. Play the man before you play the ball. So defenders always look at the ball and look at what Gyökeres does. He goes to the man straight away. Boom. Body in. Then he lays it off. Always, because defenders are looking at the ball. They don't expect you to come. Look, he's looking. Boom, player, first. Then I secure the ball. Foul. You know how vital is that, guys? You know that when you're suffering in the game, look at that ball. Boom, straight away. It's something that they worked on, and he put his body in between the ball and the man. And then look at this one. Look at the run that he's going to make. He's asking for the ball, but it's interesting. Stay with the run. They didn't play him. That could have been the same thing again. But look at the fans. They're telling Declan Rice why you didn't pass the ball. Look at the reaction of Declan Rice. Declan Rice is going to tell the fans, relax. Hey, relax. Okay, this time they're going to play it to him. Ball's going to go on the side, and they fed him. But you know, that's not an easy finish. You have to put your leg above and try to guide it down. But then he was everywhere. He was running. Yes, the finish is not great. We all know about it. Same again. Body in. Rotate your defender almost like a center in basketball. Look at that run. Look at the generosity. Look at this. Those are the things that people sometimes will not mention as a striker because he didn't score and whatnot.
Can I ask you a question? If you could advise him to do one thing to make him into a top player, what would that be? You've showed the runs in behind. What more does he need to add to his game?
It's just like, you know, you need to know what you're good at, first and foremost. And I think what was very important, more important than anything, they needed to adapt to him. He's not so much, he won't be the type of striker that's going to do wonder things for you. He's not R9. I'm not having a go. Not a lot of people were R9, in all fairness. But I'm just saying, you need to adapt to him. He will make the generous run. But if you don't play that ball, what else can he do? Yeah. If you don't go on the outside to feed him, what else can he do? And Harry Kane is not going to come in midfield and start to roll the ball and ping in on the left, ping in on the right. He's not going to do that. So it's not so much sometimes what the guys can do is what you can do to enhance his game. And I think the Arsenal team now is doing that. They are enhancing his game. You can see what he's good at. I'm repeating the same thing, I know, but that's sometimes what's missing.
Absolutely fantastic. Jamie, do you want to take us to a break?
We're going to go to a break and then we're going to come back and we're going to give you even more of this top analysis and chat about Arsenal being in the Champions League
Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome along, everybody. Beckham and Friends is back.
Gabriel. Wow, that's an amazing challenge.
We got one, two,
And then double time. Turn.
There you go.
Just the chorus of North London forever in that stadium.
Congrats,
It's going to be so sweet.
Oh, what a night. What a night for Arsenal. What a night for us.
night.
Beckham and Friends. How do you enjoy it?
It was cool. I didn't know what to expect being around people that you never met before, and everybody was real cool, chill, and was able to hear about their stories on life, but also their opinions on the game. So I had a great time.
You sipped on
Shout
some
out Clint, though.
wine.
He's a cool dude, Clint, you know.
It's always cool.
He just, yeah.
about
you know what?
Your
Sorry.
energy, you know. I wish you could do it more with us.
On that subject, you know what we were talking
know,
about
man.
before?
We'll see.
I got a text just a couple of minutes ago from Jonathan Siegel. Shout out, Jonathan
Who's that?
Siegel.
Yeah.
Hi.
Is that one of our bosses?
He's one of the execs over at CBS. Yeah, and he said to me,
He sought contracts?
I've been to a bar with you in the States. Remember, Clint had to leave the production meeting the next day because he closed down the bar.
Does your wife know about this?
Oh,
Was this in the documentary?
But to be fair, that is a true story.
Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
too many glasses of wine. We had a production meeting the
Breakfast.
next morning, and then I had to cut the meeting short. 'cause
Breakfast arrived and it
I
just
was,
turned his
I
stomach.
was struggling. So that was in the very early days. So I
Yes,
didn't
it was.
really burst on the scene in a good way there. So
Are you coming? You in the Champions League final? You coming with the gang?
I haven't heard anything about all that.
Well, there's a big night the night before the final.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jamie is hosting a party
Fancy?
at a
We will
nightclub.
have a lock-in. What you call? Oh, so what you call it? We'll close the place
Yeah,
down.
or shut it down.
We'll shut it down.
Shut it down.
You might not make the final. If you couldn't make breakfast.
All right, guys,
We'll see.
we're going to go to a break. Was that we'll see and maybe yes? Come on, come with us.
I mean, we'll see.
Clint's
we'll see.
in, he's coming to
Depends on
Budapest.
Thierry, whatever Thierry says.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to a break. We'll be back in just a second. Stay with us. Clint, this is it. This is the official invitation, Football After Dark, hosted by football legend Jamie Carragher.
Oh.
At the...
Look at the first line of Drinks on Us.
Drinks not on us, drinks in us.
Wait, is this true? Is this true? Drinks on
Are
us?
you going to be able to drink?
That's what we'll drink, yeah.
That would be the 1 year mark?
Yes, that'll be 1 year. Ready to go.
Now, why is the lady in a mini dress and he's in shorts and a t-shirt? It's a bit odd. Is there a dress code to your
No,
party,
there's no dress
Jamie?
code. Anyone can come.
Come as you like.
Yeah, come as you like. You can wear your fake gear.
Hey, what kind of dance are we gonna see the Earth Walk, Jamie?
Yeah, we're gonna. Well, I'm gonna invite Tom and Lucian and
You
David.
should. Yes,
Yeah,
you should.
David's coming.
Miles, what about Miles?
Where's Miles?
Miles.
Come on down, Miles. Where are
Where's
you?
Miles? Miles, come on.
Come on.
Come on,
Come on,
Miles.
Miles.
We haven't seen Miles for a while.
I know.
Mark, you always said you were going
Miles.
to wear the Liverpool
My
shirt.
man.
You never
Come
did.
in, come in, baby.
Come in, Miles. We haven't
Come on.
seen him since that, obviously, the
Miles.
derby
Miles,
defeat.
you're in Budapest, aren't you?
No, I'm not, unfortunately.
Miles.
I thought you were in Budapest.
My man.
Why?
No, I'm so sorry, guys.
Are you not? Well, no, we're sorry if you're not there.
So sorry, guys.
Jimmy,
Was it-
you have to
Why?
sort that out.
Why? Are you available?
Did you double book
Got some
I've got
yourself?
some booked.
We'll
Yeah,
get you
I
there.
am. I'm so sorry, guys.
Oh, don't worry, it's no big deal.
No, but honestly, don't worry about it. But someone only had to do a moonwalk and they got a ticket out. So I think what Miles does for us, every time we're in here, I think you should be coming to Budapest.
I know. I'm so sorry, guys.
Oh, Miles, we're going
Hey, we gotta do something special for
we didn't know you weren't
We gotta do
coming.
something special for Miles.
Come on, Miles. Bring it in, baby.
Miles, do you know what
I
that
feel like
means?
come on, baby.
Tomorrow is our last day with you. Oh, God. What are we doing? Are we bringing drinks? Should we celebrate somehow? We should do something.
Drinks? What do we want?
Drinks are on Jamie.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you, what drink do you want to drink?
Whatever you, Miles, you've got,
Bevies?
baby. Right, take Miles, take us to the break,
Well,
please.
we're sorry
Come on,
for the
take us to
disappointment,
the break,
everyone.
Miles.
Back after this short break.
Yeah! Guys, what a moment. Let's go over to the Emirates and speak to the man of the moment. Bukayo Saka joins us live in the studio. What's going on? Hey! I don't feel like I should go first. I feel like the Arsenal man should go first.
Bukayo, congratulations.
Thank you, my man. Thank you.
Listen, can you explain to people something for me? Because I know what you went through during the whole season. I know what you had to endure for what you were listening from people. And what you had to do to be on that field, not only tonight, but also against Fulham the other day. Can you explain the pain that you had to go through physically and mentally, please, to be able to reach a final? And we all know that we still have to play it, but please be honest with it. Can you explain? It's not easy.
No, it's not easy. But, yeah, what can I say? I feel like it's not the moment. I don't want to say like I'm struggling or anything, and make people feel sorry for me. As soon as I step onto that pitch and I put myself out there, I have to be ready for whatever critics I face if I don't perform, and that's the reality at this level. We're competing for some big things, Premier League, Champions League. So yeah, the stakes are high, and if you don't perform, you're gonna get criticised. But I'm very happy today because obviously I've been speaking to you throughout the season. You've been there for me, and yeah, man, you know what it's been like. But today's been a very special moment for me, my family, and for all the Arsenal fans as well.
Yes, it has. We're so happy for you. I'm just going to jump in 1 second because we are going to have to say goodbye to anybody who was watching us on CBS Sports. You can continue to watch us over on Paramount Plus. So I'm sorry to jump in the middle of that 1 second. CBS Sports, thank you. Good night. Paramount Plus will stay with you. Thierry, go ahead. Go again.
No, I just want to go back. So that little movement that you made, I want to know that determination, because when Trossard is on the ball, you're not really in that position, and then you talk me through the goal, because that's the movement of a 9. What you did, you went in, then you read the strike, you anticipated, and then obviously it's a tap in. Talk us through that.
Yeah, it's definitely something I've been working on, and I try to focus on in the games. Being alive. Yeah, it's taking us to the final.
But if you're not there, you can't score. But can we go through the academy player putting his team through the final? And I know Gyökeres scored a penalty. I know also that there was a first leg. But from Haaland to Budapest and being captain on the night, talk to us, please.
I can't describe it, Just speaking to the boys, everyone's congratulating me, and I haven't taken it in, what this really means. In my head, I want to get over the line in Budapest. I've played in a lot of finals, and yeah, I just hope this one goes better than how the last few have gone. And that's where my head is at. But definitely, it's a beautiful story. I thank God every day. I'm very blessed to be in this position. And yeah, this is obviously been a dream for me since I was that kid in Haaland. So I'm very happy.
Listen, sorry, Jamie. That doesn't happen often for me, for Arsenal to go in the final. I hope you allow me to. No, but I just want to say something. Please, I wish you all the best, because we couldn't do it. And I hope that you're going to be able to do it. And I know I will repeat it myself, because I want that name to stay. If you guys do it, you ever manage to do it, and you go on to win the title also, I don't want to jinx nothing. We're still not there. I stay in my lane. But you guys will be known as the unforgettables. We were the invincibles, so go and get that.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Bukayo, you were 4 years old when Thierry and his team were in the final.
Wow.
And this journey you've been on as a player, with the boss, Mikel Arteta, that you've been on, come close so many times, and it just feels now you're probably 2 or 3 games away from creating history. I mean, how's that journey been, and what's it feel like now to be on the cusp of greatness?
Yeah, I would say definitely I've been here from the start of Mikel's journey, and we've endured some tough moments wearing this badge. But we've suffered, but we've worked and worked and worked. And no one can say that we didn't work, and now we're here. And yeah, we have this beautiful opportunity in the Premier League and the Champions League, and you're right, it feels very close. We have 3 games and then 1 game in the Champions League to make history, to change all our lives and make the city of London red. So we're looking forward to doing that.
I'm sure you'll be watching tomorrow. Bayern, PSG.
Oh, yes, for sure.
Who do you want to go through? Who would you like to face in the final?
Come on, man. You can't ask me that. I'm going to have to give a media trained answer to that question. But deep down who we want to face. That's what I'll say.
Ooh, go on, Bukayo.
Nah, leave it there, man.
Any more questions? We good?
No, can I ask about the atmosphere? It looked like it was bouncing today, the Emirates. Guillaume did a piece before the show as well. It looked like the fans were there nice and early. How was it playing under that crowd?
Yeah, we felt it. Since we were on the coach, I've never seen the Emirates like this in my whole career. I've played so many games here. It was so special. And yeah, when the game started, they pushed us from the start to the end. And yeah, it was just a beautiful moment. This is probably the biggest game that Emirates has ever hosted, I would say. And it was a successful one. All the fans that were here will go home and remember this night forever. So yeah, we can all be happy with that.
Clint?
One thing I like to say is I've been truly impressed with how you dealt with criticism. This is Dempsey, by the way. Just in terms of what you dealt with that penalty situation back in the day, and being such a young kid at the time, and dealing with that and bouncing back. And you're someone who's very composed, and it looked like you had a special moment after the game with the fans where you're on your knees on the pitch. And just tell me a little bit about like how that felt, and for me, just truly impressed with how humble, but also how composed you are at such a young age to be doing what you're doing.
First of all, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, that moment after the game, only me, myself, and a few other people that are really close to me will understand, you know, what I've been through in my career and the journey that I've been on to reach this stage. And yeah, I just wanted to, in that moment, just say thank you to God, because God is what gets me through all of these things. You know, some players will not recover for certain situations that I've endured, but He's been my strength through it. So I'm just happy to be here. Proud of myself that I can stand here today and still be playing at the highest level and have the opportunity to play in the Champions League final. So yeah, I'm happy.
Amen. Just one last thing. I guess obviously we're broadcasting to America, so a lot of Arsenal fans back home in the US who are watching this now. Arsenal has such a big following over there. I guess is there a shout out you would like to give to the Arsenal nation in the US? Does their support mean a lot to you guys as well?
Yeah. Big shout out to all the US fans. I know it's not so easy to watch us because of their time difference sometimes, but yeah, for all the ones that wake up early or stay up late to watch us and support us, you know, we appreciate you, and yeah, let's keep going, man.
That's real love. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Bukayo. Thank you so much. Yes. Woo! So good. All right, everybody. That's a wrap just about. Mike has been ready to go home for a minute.
He's just so humble because...
a good day. Sorry.
No, you know what? I gave him the opportunity to explain to people what he went through. It's on him to say it. I'm not going to say what obviously we talked about, but he didn't want to say it. He just said, you know, if I go on the field, then I will be judged on what I'm doing. So that tells you exactly how he is. But I tell you what a guy, because he had to deal with a lot. Like I said, we're just in the final. Stay in your lane. Let's see what we can do.
What a semi-final we got for you tomorrow, everybody. PSG
good thing, Kate. No, that was just a warm-up.
Bayern.
Tomorrow, main course.
Tomorrow, yes. We are hyped for this one. It's going to be so good. You can join us. I forget what time, but the usual, except it's a half an hour earlier. That's it. Everybody, have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for joining us. God bless you all. Good night. Bye-bye.
See you. Oh, yeah.